Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you, and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much for the love and support y'all are constantly giving me. Um, And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you hit all so you know when I'm about to upload all my new videos. And if you are comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and hit you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the videos are informative to you, give you good vibes, inspiration, or uplift that you would love to share with your loved one, family, or friends, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment and needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. And thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my videos. And the music that I'm listening to in the background is so peaceful. Y'all, I'm sorry. Let me get me a drink of water. I'm having like a hot flash for a second. Um, the YouTube channel I'm using for my meditation is called Awakening Planet, and the music is very peaceful too. It's called Reiki Healing Music. Raise your vibrations, 528 hertz, the deepest healing. And I will post their information on the description box below. God, dog, I'm like hot flashes for a minute because I've been running around. I had to go get me some more water. I'm thirsty for all of a sudden. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, Ascension to Greatness is on autopilot, where fear and doubts can't enter. You know, all these things you're just manifesting like crazy. Because it's like today, got all these good vibes going, and it was just like stuff didn't start off this morning like yesterday, day before yesterday. It was like not a good day for me, and it's just I'm connecting with so many different people I'm already connected with, and they were like, Roslynn, I've been feeling the same way. And you know, it's not good to feel that way, but it's like good, like I'm not the only one who is experiencing these things. But it's like there's so many different things, like I was telling you on the other videos, there are so many things. The universe is like shifting you in a totally different way, and it may feel very uncomfortable, because it's just the fact is they're laying things out for the norm for you. Like you've been going through this for a while, and it's like you already know. It's just like, I was going to do a video about it on my next segment, and it's just basically talking about either you're going to evolve or you're going to repeat. You don't want to keep repeating the same mistakes that you had, because you already know which one it is. You have to allow yourself, especially if you're evolving into something very powerful, you're opening doors to blessings that are far more than you ever imagined. Like you can just imagine something, but it's just the fact is the things that you are clearing, not just for yourself, but ancestors, all these different things that's taking place in our life, where our ancestors are shining down on us, and they were getting emotionally happy because they know what we're dealing with is not something that's very easy. You can't just say get over this, because there's a lot of things that has really traumatized you. There's a lot of things that you are trying to make peace with, not just with other people, but with yourselves. And a lot of times it's hard to do that when certain things is taking place in your life, because you could tell somebody else and they're like, why is it so hard for you to get over that? They don't know the full extent of the vibes that you've been carrying in your heart and your soul. We're all been wounded one way or another, maybe more than one ways, and then you're trying to allow yourself to get out of those old habits. A lot of things is being placed in your life for you to allow yourself to stop reacting to a lot of things and just observe it. Stop absorbing certain things that's taking place in your life and just observe it. Allow yourself to stop letting petty things bother you. A lot of times when people see you getting towards the next level and they're allowing themselves, they're okay being like that, because it's like a lot of times when things are going on in other people's lives, They don't want to take the sacrifices we do. We had to go through dark night of the soul. We had to go through ascension a few times. We had to go through kundalini a lot of times. And that spiritual awakening, with all those wrapped up into one, is just a whole whammy within itself, because you're peeling back. It's like you're peeling back an onion, like the strongest onion you can possibly have, shooting, add a hottest pepper on top of that. That mess burns your nose, it singes nose hairs, and it just makes you cry, and it's just hot. You know what I'm saying? So you're dealing with a lot of things that is not comfortable. And you want all these big things in your life, but for you to go that way, and I have to tell myself that too. I got to break myself down and center myself. Just like, yes, there's a lot of things that has gone in your life and is continuing to go in your life that may not seem fair, that may not seem right. Things ain't being truthful. The world ain't being truthful. A lot of the right people are not hearing you, or the people that are hearing you that are right, they choose to not want to do those different things. But you can't allow yourself to be focused on what other things are going on for you, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes for you. You don't know what kind of changes and stuff that's taking place. You see them synchronicities, 444, 555, 191, 717, all them different things is going on in your life that is giving you those different details. It's like, allow yourself, you're shedding faucet, but allow yourself to let go of those other things. You can't allow fear to get in the way of your next level of consciousness. You can't let doubt and uncertainty get in your way. You can't keep falling back and doing the same old things. Like, I was just doing some stuff I know good and well I shouldn't have been doing today. And I'm just like, and good and well you ain't supposed to be doing it. And and the universe is just looking at me like, I'm like, all right, all right, all right. And it's just like, when you get close to things, it's just, the devil be busy, ego be busy. What lurks around you is busy, because they see that you are like this close to different things. And as soon as I said that, all hairs done grew up on my arm. And when you thinking about something, or you saying something to yourself, and all them hairs raise up, because it's telling you the truth. Like when my nose be itching like that, so, insecure people like, girl, you lying about stuff. I ain't got no reason to lie. What am I gonna lie for? If I gotta lie about something, I'm just not gonna say nothing. But it's just it's telling you the truth on matters that you really need to be paying attention to. You doing things without even it's like the good things is coming in, you ain't even thinking about it. It's just you ain't analyzing, you ain't going through that, and it's just like it's pushing you going through that urge. But a lot of times when that new pull, new push is going in, that old pull want to come back, and it takes you out of that element of comfort, and you want to be drawn back. And it's like, no, how you going, because you see all them blessings sooner, telling y'all this, and it's just like, oh, it's like them chills is just coming. And it is just like, they really, really, really want you to pay attention to what's going on. And my nose is itching like crazy. I must really talk about something I was supposed to talk about. But there's so many different changes you're going through. There's you starting to change your shift of perspective. You starting to, you're getting your heights up. You're allowing yourself to distance yourself from things that's just not serving on that level anymore. And a lot of times it's like you self-sabotage. Like, oh, looking at myself, girl, why you self-sabotaging yourself today? Quit. Just quit. You know what you're doing, and you doing it, and you just getting aggravated because things ain't going right for you right now. And it's just like, you know what? I'm telling myself that truth. My higher self just looking at me like, really? Really? And I said, I ain't even looking at my dad, because I'm just like, because he's looking at me like, I'm seeing you. And I'm like, I'm not looking at you right now. I'm being like a jackass to my old self. As soon as I said my phone started lighting up, and good things are coming for you. It just ain't coming in the pace you want it to. And everything is falling into place. And it's just like, stop being complacent. Stop allowing yourself to mess up yourself. You sometimes we stumble on things, when we, because I guess it's just the fact is when we have dealt with things, we have dealt with them a certain way for so long. And so, girl, Jackie, I'm gonna get you. As soon as I said that, Jackie done chimed in on me. But all these different things is going on, and it's like big things was coming for you. You probably even get like little snippets of what your future can be like, and it's going to happen, because these are like confirmations that this is what your life is going to be like. But we ain't going to show you all that. We gonna leave some of it to the some of it just like closed off, because it's going to make you, it's just trying to make you do better for yourself. Allow all that other stuff that don't even matter anymore, allow that to go. Appreciate all those things that has came into your life. Appreciate the struggle. Appreciate when you had to be by yourself. Appreciate when folks is just sit up here and just dog the hell out of you. Appreciate when folks mocked you. Appreciate when folks didn't see your dream the way you were trying to see your dream. Appreciate those folks that didn't sit up here and support you when you supported them. All those things are life lessons, to where it's not to make you bitter. It's not for you to be like, nah, 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 nah. When you finally get there, humble yourself. It's like all the situations I go through, sometimes people look down at me because of my situation. But when I say for real, my situation is a blessing, because sometimes it was a curse to me because of my situation, who my father was. But it's a blessing because of the fact is I was able to see the truth in the matter of everything and everyone, even about myself, on how things can really be when you're in this situation, and it's like, it was a brutally honest situation where there was so many times where I'm just like, this is just so beyond messed up at times. And then I feel different vibes from my dad, where he feels bad because of the situations I'm going through. But then it's like, when I allow myself to get out of my element of feelings, and then not be like, this ain't fair, this is messed up, how folks will treat me about certain things, or how people will throw things in my face. But then it was a learning situation that gave me a pattern of being strength, being the pure strength that I can be, of being strong, because of the situations you have been in. And it's just like, it's all the things that you're going through is giving you that strength that you can do anything and above and plus more, just allowing yourself. Because it's like, now when I step back and allow myself to see, you've been doing videos, and then you were uncomfortable about sharing your videos on different platforms. People came back and said, hey, Roz, I'm sharing your videos on different things, on here. And that was, universe telling me, hey, go ahead and start sharing your stuff. I'm like, I don't know that. I'll just let them do it. But then, I started seeing, the more I allowed myself to branch out to different platforms, it's starting to get more people to view what I got going on. And it's not just to view to help me, but it's helping other people that are awakening, or they're trying to find their purpose, or they're trying to find their tribe, or they're trying to find just the meaning of knowing there are other people that are relating to the things they're going through. And then when I'm allowing myself to go on autopilot on coming up on my come up, shoot, you a bad mother, shut your mouth, and that's how they want you to feel. You can't allow the what if and the what if I can't. They want you to be able to believe in yourself far more than you can ever believe in yourself before. Allowing yourself to just flow with it and stop trying to force everything. When you overthink things, that's when you bring in unnecessary stress in your life. Because sometimes I used to be an overthinker to overthink the think, and they want you to be able to understand all the stuff that's taking place. They want you to understand and be able to appreciate everything that has came and gone out your life, or appreciate when you seen truth and it wasn't that pretty, but you could learn from that. And it's just like all these things that you are, you're gathering, and you're letting go. It's going through that process of elimination. You're eliminating people out your life. You're eliminating certain ways you did things out your life. You're eliminating certain habits and patterns. So anything that is no longer serving you, you're eliminating those things, and you'll start seeing it when you start reflecting the things that are coming back. As soon as I said that, I'm seeing a daggone swan. That's a good thing. The spirit totem. Anybody who's been thinking about something, you see the spirit totem and a red and black butterfly. Yeah, red and black butterfly. Going through all these different things in your life, is helping you in so many different ways. And yes, it can be scary. My situation is scary, but then on the same time, it's very exciting. And before I was just so scared. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm scared. Wait a minute. It's like me going through a 24-foot diving board. And then I know it's like my butt is only 5'2". I can swim to a certain extent, but you about to push me into something I don't even know if I can be able to swim in. And that's what it feels like to me. And you may feel the same way. Yeah, it's scary when you stepping into a whole new element. Then it's just letting you know, allow it to flow like that. You don't know what kind of blessings you're going to come in when you allow yourself just flow through it. Don't, because when you try to think on it too much, it may make you apprehensive and make not want you to, you start hesitating and stuff like that. And you can't do that. You ain't in no room for error like that, because it's like now or never type situation. Because it's just like when they tell me they got me to say certain things, I'm like, wait a minute, because you already know there's certain people that's just waiting for me to say something so they can go pray on it to stop it. And it's like, regardless, it don't matter what they praying on. When you ready, that's the only thing that's gonna matter. When we see that you ready and not worried about what people over there doing, because people gonna be constantly trying to pray to make sure that you don't make it. People gonna be constantly praying that your truth don't come out. People gonna be constantly praying that you don't have a spotlight on you where they're seeing you grow, and they just, because they don't feel comfortable with growing. They're comfortable with right there, and you can't be worried about that, because it's just like I already learned my life lessons on a lot of things that I'm still learning, but I'm being comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I had to allow myself to do that, be comfortable when the moments of change, because a lot of times change is not going to be comfortable to you. Listening to your truth and be able to absorb that truth is not going to be comfortable all the time. A lot of times, universe is going to show and tell you things you ain't going to like, but that's going to help you grow. That's helping me grow, because I was looking at it like, yeah, but whatever. I'ma just say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and do what y'all do. And it was like, yeah, okay, be very careful on what you say, But it's just all about you learning, all about you forgiving, all about you excelling and appreciating all those hiccups you had in your life, because it ain't no room for error. You are like excelling towards bigger and better things. You see it coming, even from the things that people have placed on you, marked on you. A lot of times, if you blessed enough, you see that mess going full circle for everything. You've seen it for the good, and you've seen it for the bad. Everybody's going through life lessons. It ain't no time for mocking nobody. It's just like anybody who's even pushed stuff on me, that's done things to me where I seen it happening. I forgive you, but I appreciate what you taught me through that situation, because it's showing me you giving me everything that you have. And that may be all you have to work with, but I have to appreciate that you working with me on that, because it's knocking me out that part for me to keep, allowing myself to not get triggered. It's allowing me to not get mad. It's allowing me to expect the unexpected, and sometimes the stuff is predictable, and you have to appreciate that. But when you're allowing yourself to see, oh shoot, I ain't getting triggered no more. Oh Lord, my habits of, the toxic patterns on going back to what happened the first time, and then letting that ripple on, they keep me at a low level. It's not no longer hold me like that. My insecurities is not keeping me bound anymore. My fears and my overthinking and my negative thought patterns is dissolving away, is depleted. All these different things are like, is like exhausted for the exhausted. And you'll notice that when you step out that element of that low frequency, or that, when you were at that point of being angry or being confused, because a lot of times we get like that when we're resisting what needs to be let go. And there's a lot of times I've done that. Like I tell you, I'll be real with it, because there's people that I know they're still in that process, and I give them that encouraging words. I was where you're at. But you have to allow yourself to know when you tired, when you really are tired, you're going to allow that change to take through. You're going to see them patterns. You're going to see them signs, and allow yourself to go with that flow and stop resisting it. Because the only thing is you're punishing yourself. And I had to tell myself, this is the only thing you're doing is disappointing yourself. Because you see all the beautiful things that's about to take place in your life, but you too busy worrying about certain things that somebody getting away with, or certain things people trying to block you from. I can't do that. I appreciate when my ex-family was going out their way to make sure they blocked me on different things, because that made me know, you know what, obviously things are getting shaky. So they trying to make sure you can't stop what God has in store for anything, especially if if you're doing everything in a positive, what you're going to do, it's not going to be stopped. But if you're doing things in a negative, it's going to run against you sooner or later. But you can't be worried about that. I'm blessed that they did that, because it allowed me to come out my element and keep me going, because obviously what I'm doing is good, and I still forgive them. It took me a long time to forgive them. It's like I can look at certain pictures of certain people that I know that is in the middle of this, and just be like, I thank you, because this made me be more of a person that I never thought I could be. When when you allow yourself to see all the traumatic situations you've been in, I learned to appreciate what those traumatic situations brought you, what it taught you, what it allowed you to break away from, what it allowed you to learn about yourself that was hard for you to look at because all you saw was pain. Yeah, you had painful things happen to you, but you are not what happened to you. You are that person that can heal that, because that's that person they sat in that spotlight, because all these people are running around here. Because there's times I got into my mind, it was just victimizing my own self. They did this to me, they did that to me, and they kept on doing this to me. And it's just like, okay, but you done took these people out your life. So why are you still putting your power into those certain situations? Why are you allowing yourself to go through that repetitive pattern of thinking about what these people blocked you from? It's not going to bring what you lost back, but it's going to replace it with so much better. Even though replacing my dad, they ain't, I can't replace that, but that love is so much stronger there, because the lie is no longer there, that illusion is no longer there, that violation of what they took back from me is brought back, but it brought me something of love and not what pain has set aside on me. And I appreciate all those things, and that's what they want you to do. You are going up there, and you're going now, even though you may be at your lowest moment. And a lot of times, you have traumatic endings that open up to be beautiful beginnings. And a lot of times, like, dang, Roslynn, I got all this stuff going on, I had to I had to go in solitude. And that's fine, because you a lot of times you got to be to yourself. I don't take it personal when I don't hear from people. I'm like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm thinking about you, and I hope all is well. If you ain't trying to talk to me like that, hey, I'm not taking it personal. Because we all going through our moments. We're all going through our element of change. And a lot of times that takes for you to be by yourself, to know yourself. You got to be calm with thyself. You got to know thyself. You got to heal thyself. You got to love yourself. And all that takes for you to be alone. You have to be able to cut all the middleman out. You got to be able to cut all the BS out, cut all the drama out, chaos around you. And that's when you're being strong, when all that chaos is going around you and you're still in your element of peace. That's when you can't be touched. They can see you all day, but they can't touch you. There's so many different things, and it's just like when people that are really close to me and they know what's going on, I'm like, girl, I said, I know, and it's just like, it's very powerful within yourself, because it's just like, you may be at your lowest moment right now, but you don't know. Because it's like when I keep seeing that post in my head, is when you keep being pulled back and pulled back and pulled back. You're like that slingshot. And you know what a slingshot do? You can pull it back so far, but when that mess get let go, that mess let go, there ain't gonna be nothing stopping you. You're gonna be bypassing your haters. You're gonna be bypassing your put me downers. You're gonna be bypassing the negative Nancys, the trifling Tonys. All these different things. All these things that been held on you for so long, but you needed all those things because you are being that spotlight on telling people, yeah, remember all those things that you did to me, or remember all those things that you see me go through. Look at me now. And it's not like a situation you rubbing it in somebody's face, but you being that key element of change. You can go through so many different things, but it's up to you. You can either keep repeating those patterns, or you can evolve from those patterns. And that's all a history in the making for you. So it's just like, I'm telling you, if they're telling me, hey, you need to tell them this. Because a lot of times when you feel like you're in your lowest moment, you don't know that's your highest moment. Because a lot of times when the devil see that you are right, like 2 or 3 steps away from opening the door for you, and the floodgates, that levee about to break of all blessings is coming to you, that's when the devil stay busy. You wouldn't be having, everything robbed from you if you didn't have something so valuable to take. And they can't take it from you. You know what I'm saying? But it's just at that point, things going to have to come down on you so hard to where you're going to have to realize, I'm power. I'm within my own power. I'm taking all this back that you took from me. Except this time, when I'm taking it back, it's making me so much stronger. But I still bless you for doing that to me, because it broke me out of the habits that I don't have to stay that way. And a lot of times it'll keep repeating itself until you learn, hey, because the more it keeps repeating itself, the worse it's going to be. That's why I tell people, hey, if you see them signs been there, and I see them signs for you, and it's just the energy you're giving me, where I can feel that. and you got strong energy, because it's all that energy that you can put on you about that negative situation. Just think about that same energy you have for that positive, that energy, that all you putting in it, this going to give you growth. All this is giving you, healing yourself, where you're putting in change. Just from that change within yourself is changing everything around you, regardless of how certain people choose to be. That's not up to you. That's not your responsibility. You can send them love all day, but it takes up to them if they want to change. Because if they don't want to change and they keep doing the things that they're doing, it's only going to wind them into a hole that is going to be so deep they ain't going to be able to dig themselves out of it. Just like with my situation, I kept on giving them chances after chances after chances to be honest, but they didn't want to do that. So I'm just like, okay, but I appreciate what you did for me, because it's allowing me, even though you had so many things you could have just gave me, I could have went home. But no, but the things, it wasn't supposed to be that way. I had to earn my way in there, even though I shouldn't have had to do that. But that was the way universe set it up for me. I'm helping other people. I'm being honest with myself. I'm being honest about my experience of my story, being open towards any judgment I really didn't care about. Being able to find that validation and love in myself, being able to not allow what other people are doing and saying to stop me from my growth, hindering me from what I need to be doing, allowing myself to venture out and do things that I've never done before, and being excited about it, being happy about it, getting all worked up like, whoa, I love doing that. And that's what you're doing with your life. You may be at that point where it is like you're struggling to make another struggle of another struggle. But when they're seeing that you are allowing yourself to not let your current struggle stop you from your growth of elevation, that's when all them blessings gonna start falling in. And I had to allow myself to do that, because I'm like, ooh, girl, it's just like you're doing that with yourself. Because there's a lot of people that I know closely, they're telling me their situation, and I keep telling them, I said, better days are coming for you. And I believe that for them. But there was a lot of times I was saying that for them, wasn't believing in myself. It's like, how you gonna tell somebody something for them, but you don't believe it in yourself, because you got so many different things that's going on with you. That's how the devil wants you to do. He wants you to concentrate on what you're lacking right now. He wants to let you concentrate on seeing other people doing stuff when it had something to do with you that they trying to keep you away from. No, you have to concentrate on your growth. Don't be worrying about what's going on out that outside world, because the outside world gonna fix itself. You can't change that, but you can change how you look at that outside world. And that's where your element of change is coming in. You dissolving all those old patterns. You're dissolving all those old habits, where you're seeing different things, whether it's truth or not. You already see it, and you ain't even got to act to it. You just observing what is taking place and be like, hey, it is what it is. Everything that is taking place in your life that has broke you, is let you at your lowest. You say thank you, because that allowed you to see yourself at your lowest, and that you already told yourself, once I get out of this, I'm gonna never allow myself to get through that again. Because it's like with me, I'm already seeing the things that I want to do in my life, seeing myself, how I want to grow, how I want to do things, how I want to go do a lot of different things, and allow myself to go for it. And then on top of that, allow my children to see me do that. So it's like, when you're allowing it, then you got kids that are seeing you go through all that, that suffering, but they're seeing how you trying to come up and do things on your own, regardless of what is taking place in your life. You're setting an example for them. And then when you're setting an example for them, you're setting an example for everybody around you. It's like, hey, this could be you. You going through different, this is my journey, but you can go through your journey of growth too. But it takes for you to sacrifice. It takes for you to allow yourself to let change take place. It's allowing you to be honest with your faults. Be able to forgive yourself and forgive the people that put you in situations that made you act like this. All those different things. And that's where that change is going to come through. And that's going to be like a virus, like all this other crazy stuff that's going around. But this is going to be something positive. The whole world going through a spiritual awakening right now. And it's all about how you see the world. I used to see the world like, this is crazy, all the hell's breaking loose. And that's what I was thinking about myself. With me, I'm just saying, look, things are uncovering. it just depends on how you're looking at it. Everything is coming uncovered. A lot of people don't know how to deal with that uncovering, because sometimes that truth ain't too good for them. It's all about how you choose to digest that uncovering. So if you're allowing yourself to digest that is in something positive, because your current situation ain't going to be your final one. That's going to be that catapult to something big. Because if you're going through some hell right now, that lets you know you about to have some big old blessings on, all the way at the other end. But then you're going to have blessings you didn't even see coming, just because of how many times you done failed, but you done got back up. Your soul wouldn't allow you every time you wanted to give up, because they know you tired. I tell all the time, I got tears in my eyes, and I'll be like, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm sitting up here. Y'all pimping me out. I'll be telling God, you pimping me out. He'd be like, Lord Jesus. But, and I said that. But then it's just like, this is not, they at where they're at. They trying to help me get where I'm trying to be. But they're using that through me to help me on my purpose, to help me with other people. As they're helping me, I'm helping them. And that's how you have to be able to see yourself. You can't allow fear to stop you from your ascension. You can't let uncertainty, your insecurities, things other people are saying. You validate yourself. You put that love in yourself. All that stuff that you were putting in other people, put that in yourself. And then when there's things that you want in your life, the only way you can make it happen is by allowing that change to happen. But for you to allow all this big greatness to come, there are certain things you're going to have to leave behind. Certain doors you're going to have to shut. Certain cords you're going to have to cut. Forgiveness has to take place. Allow yourself to appreciate all them bad times, because they brought you towards the best ones. Okay, allow yourself to do that. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I would love to give a post notification shout out, Lord Jesus, to Brett Scarborough, my bad, Brian Yoshi, Derek Duran, Angie Barner, and Di, much love to you as well. I need to go ahead and Di, and put your link in here. Y'all need to go buy Di, because she has these cute little quick minute recipes, like for different type of soups, different snacks and stuff like that. She be making me hungry. Maybe go back on them little diets and stuff like that, but it's very good. I'm gonna go ahead and put her link in here as well. So like and subscribe. I'm gonna put my information. Like I said, I just opened me up a Twitter earlier today, where I'm gonna be sharing my podcast as well as different posts and my videos there. Because like I said, I don't know what with the YouTube way it's going with this COVID stuff. I don't know if everybody's getting my notifications, but like I said, that's a good thing for it to happen that way, because it's branching me out to make sure everybody's getting my notifications where it's supposed to. So you can DM me on Twitter, IG, or you can find me at Facebook Messenger up under my name, and just hit me up if you have any questions or concerns about your spiritual growth or your life purpose, or even about being Heyoka or whatever, or things you would love to share with me is greatly appreciated. Just up there for networking, to give a different deeper understanding about your life purpose. So whatever we speak on is confidential. Whatever you need help with, I'm gonna try myself. If I can tell you. If not, I'll find the information to help you further yourself. So like and subscribe, share, give me a thumbs up, tell somebody about the channel, drop a line. I would love to give you a shout out. Like I said, get in touch with me. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything you're trying to manifest into your life comes 100 million times what you even expected, prayed for, or even thought about. And the same when you receive it. Even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know, all those things could really take somebody a long way. Have a blessed weekend. Be safe and responsible for everything you do. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace.